only got 2 thumbs, so I'll just keep...
I mean, if you've seen me perform before, you know my lip syncs are tight. And I get that from Varla and lip sync, most importantly.
I love the Lady Bunny.
Oh yeah, Lady Bunny, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. She was always like, the first time I saw her, I was just like...
She's so ridiculous. Whoa. She looks like Ben Franklin on a drag.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to... Oh, God damn it. I fucked it up again.
The Kiki Quickie with Maxi Chanel.
And Inebriated.
Yeah. Yes, girl.
This is just a bullshit show where we bullshit about whatever we want to.
Right. We're just going to talk about it. Yeah, when I started doing drag back when God was a boy, you know, the network and the way, you know, the big name girls were all pageant girls. So, you know, we used to go to, you know, all the different pageants, Continental, EOY, you know, Miss National, you know, down south and all that stuff. So one of my biggest and favorite inspirations is my drag mother, and she's now the current Continental Plus.
I didn't know
And
that.
she, yeah, and she.
I don't know who your drag mother is, though.
See, age is the name, her name, my drag mother's name has just completely flown, right?
I forgot my mom's name.
Good Lord Jesus. It'll come to me. Let's keep going. Go ahead. I'm just like...
I also have to mention Lee Bowery and Klaus Nomi as huge inspirations for me.
For sure.
I really, like, I love the kind of drag Maxi does. It's not like for me to do. I don't feel right when I go for straight impersonation, or I always like to have something off. Like, for example, I don't shave my chest, which mostly that's because I have very sensitive skin and I don't want to have, like, infected rashes. Because, you know, nothing says lady like infected boobs.
Nothing says lady like infected rashes.
That being said, you could technically qualify what I do as skag drag, and I'm into that. I love good skag drag. Like bearded, full bushy chest, but then extreme makeup and huge wigs.
I love that too.
Oh, it's so fierce.
Yeah, I love that too. And I mean,
you ever
it's
seen
taken...
Meatball?
I have. Yes.
I love Meatball.
And I have learned, like, you know, over the years, like there's, you know, first it's just like within your little bubble, your box, or wherever you live, that's what you know. And then when the world is opened up and you see all these different kinds, you're just like, I love it first. Most people don't love first. They don't like first, and then it has to grow on them. But I mean, I love, like, with the first time I saw bearded drag, I was just like, oh my God, I love that so much.
I did full beard for a long time. Clearly I don't have that anymore.
Oh my God, I still cannot remember this name.
You'll get it by the end of the episode.
I need some ginkgo biloba or something. Oh wow. So anyway, oh Jesus. The RuPaul Drag Race girls that I love. I mean,
we want to talk about that. Oh, we could go
you know,
on for
of course,
hours.
I knew Latrice before I actually even knew that she was on Drag Race. I met her with a friend of mine in Miami years ago. She was out of drag, but she was like helping my friend. So I knew that she did drag, but I'd never seen her in drag. So I do love Latrice Royale.
I once, at a show, tied her corset for her, but she was so sweaty that my hand slipped and I punched myself in the face.
So funny.
It was good. It was an honor.
Who's the girl that always does the black hair with like a white streak through it?
Manila.
I love
Manila
Luzon.
Oh, she was a huge inspiration.
I like her a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, like as far as drag is concerned. And then, you know, working at Necto, we have got to, the Boylesque crew has got to meet a lot of these girls at Necto.
We would share dressing rooms with them, you know. They would hang out
we
with us.
performed with us.
I did a count. We've worked, at least as of 2 years ago, we had worked with over half of the queens that had been on the show.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it can be very, very impressive.
Yeah, it can. But yeah, I really liked Manila Luzon. I really liked Shea Coulee.
Mm-hmm.
Because Shea let me know she was like down for real because we had a ball hanging out at Necto. We were hanging together, we met each other and like really got to know each other and hang. And then the following week, she was at DC Pride. And we had gone to DC Pride. And we were standing in the audience, crowd of thousands. And she spotted me from the audience and gave me a shout out. And I was like,
"Is that Miss Maxi Chanel?"
Well, she said, she saw me and she said, Detroit, Ann Arbor, hey girl, hey. And then she saw Jaden and she remembered Jaden's name. Because see, Jaden's the show director, so you know, she's the first line. You know, she's the first line. So they meet her
Look, I
first.
chills again. I'm gonna get chills at least once an episode. Holy shit. I trimmed my back hair. And so like my dress is catching it and it's making me chilly. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
The height of glamour.
Yeah, I was trimming my back hair the other day. And I only trim what's visible. You should see it's still like a shag row towards the lower part.
Oh my God, once this bitch right here shaved her. She has a very extremely hairy chest.
Yeah.
And she
shoulder
shaved
all
it
the way down to my toes.
heart-shaped and going around like that. If she had just worn a full balloon skirt, it would have been like hair bustier. It was so funny.
Which reminds me, should I tell you that the last time I trimmed my chest, I accidentally went too short with it. Like I usually use a guard. I accidentally didn't realize I got like halfway through and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doing this without a guard all the way at 0. It was just nubs.
Oh
here.
no.
I stopped at my waistline and I looked in the mirror and it looked like I was wearing hair pants.
I'm gonna say a quick prayer for this bitch. Should we talk about some makeup?
Sure.
Because this bitch knows her makeup. Yes.
I like to think so.
Yes, you do. She's taught me several things. Like she taught me about the creams.
Yeah.
That was what I just like, cream shadows and cream to, you know, define your eyes and all that stuff.
Yep. I always say that the best effect you can get with makeup is starting with creams and then reinforcing with powders.
With powders, yeah.
Yep. You get the biggest
See,
effect.
and when you just use powder, which is how I learned, you know,
it's good, but it doesn't have the
good.
crispness.
It doesn't have that punch. Like that color really like explodes when you use the creams. Yeah. And you can define. I found that I can define things a lot easier than I could with just powder shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so creams are also more forgiving because if you fuck up with a cream, all you do is wipe it off and then start over. But with shadows and powders, you can't really do that.
Once it's there. Yeah.
So like when you're doing blending with cream makeups, you can get it to absolute perfection, just how you want it, and then set it with a powder, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I love it. I've learned that
Nothing.
I absolutely love it.
You know, one of my best tips I ever learned for Prides?
What?
Line your eyes completely because it's sunny and it'll help the sunlight get blocked.
Aha.
Yep.
So go all the way around.
All the way around. Just like how like football players do that black stripe here, that's to keep the light out of their eyes.
Aha. Okay. Wow. Learn something new today. Learn something new.
Yeah, I mean, nothing in the world is worse than trying to perform while you're blind. I mean, you're just reaching for dollars.
I have definitely done that. I have definitely done that. Like back in my early days, you know, before we knew about setting things properly and like things moving when you're sweating, and then child, you get it in your eye, and it's just like
that's the worst. And
child, I've definitely done many performances halfway blind. Yeah, but thank God we don't do that anymore because that sucks.
Do you ever get those times where you accidentally get eyeshadow in your eye and it clouds your vision for the entire evening, and then you step in front of a spotlight to perform? I have like the most sensitive and it's just
eyes. Like I have the most sensitive eyes. It's like the littlest thing would just trigger my eye, and it's like, and then like back in the day, like I'd be smoking, and then smoke would go in your eye.
Oh, it's the worst.
And that's like the worst. Like. Immediately. Yeah. So, what do you love most about drag?
What do I love most about drag?
Yeah.
The attention.
You like the attention? Hey.
Yeah, probably the
Hell
attention
yeah.
and the money.
We love the attention and the money.
And the
expression, the ability to let out, like through the music and through what we do and how we look, we can express and let out the demons that we need to let go of. That's why we're so crazy and happy, because we don't hold that shit inside. You know, be a drag queen, because you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I would also say another thing that I love is the indescribable amounts of free alcohol I've received.
Yes, God.
Right.
Yes, lots and lots of free drinks. We love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you how many shows we've done where they call Jaden and they're like, what does Maxi drink?
Yeah.
What does Ani drink? And then we get to the show and it's fifths sitting at each station.
And by the end of the night, they're empty.
Most likely empty. Kayla? Hi, baby.
It's
You wanna join the show?
Carla. Come say hi to the people.
We're going to get her in the camera here.
This is
Miss
Kayla.
Kayla, Jaden's baby girl.
If you're a regular viewer of Boylesque, you'll know her.
Yes.
By the way, she barks at us sometimes.
And if you've ever watched our online Pride shows, you know she likes to get on the stage and have her moment.
Bitch, last show we had, this little fucker went up and jumped up and snatched one of her Shea's
that's right.
foxtails
That's
off of her
right.
coat.
She sure did. You're so crazy.
Oh my god, I really
so
wish
crazy.
it was actually captured on camera because it was so funny. And then Isaiah.
She's squirmy little thing.
And then Isaiah was holding the foxtail behind his back, and Kayla was growling and trying to jump up.
She said, I haven't had enough.
You jump on
I'm
her
getting
because
up
I'm
in
wearing
this.
tights.
She said, I'm getting up in this. You're not gonna leave me out.
Oh.
I'm painted.
Oh, there she goes.
Kayla, what's your favorite thing about drag? Snatching girls' foxtails?
Yeah.
That's her
She just
favorite.
likes hanging out on things. She loves hanging out on costumes.
She likes to be much taller than she is.
Yeah, I just I brought today when we're shooting. I brought 2 brand new wigs I styled yesterday, and I went out for a cigarette a minute ago, and I came back and this hooker was laying on top of my fresh wigs.
We're gonna put you down now.
Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Do you prefer performing for a bigger crowd or a smaller crowd?
Oh, I definitely love performing for a bigger crowd.
They pull different energies out of me for sure.
They definitely do. Now, what I found is that performing for a smaller crowd, you have to work harder.
Yes.
You have to really because there's
really
a crowd.
engaged.
Everyone can see everything.
Yeah, if you've got
you're
a big
doing.
crowd, you can get away with not touching everybody.
Yes. But I do love a big crowd. I love that roar of applause
Oh my
and
god.
all that carrying on. But yeah, I do love a small crowd because it makes you really work. And I definitely love to really work. Yes. So, yeah, speaking of drag, we love it. We're very thankful and very grateful. And we've had wonderful careers. 7 years for you, 30 years for me. Like, there's not a lot of people that can say that. So, I'm just so grateful.
I lucked out by being a part of this. I mean, if you look at how some baby queens, it takes them years and years and years to develop a rapport.
Right.
I got lucky. I got invited into Boylesque because
the
talent was seen, and I have been on an upward trajectory the entire time. I haven't really had the struggles that some baby queens have.
Yeah.
And
But
I've gotten
honey,
to
trust,
do and see. I smoked a joint with Carmen Electra.
There's groups or troops of older and more mature queens that don't have the rapport that we have. So it's been very grateful. I mean, I'm super grateful that we have this because it's really great.
Yeah.
And I love it. And we love that you love it.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. This was Kiki Quickie with Inebriated.
And Maxi Chanel.
Tune in every Monday. We'll have a new episode for you. Mwah. Bye-bye.